What is up, mother sippers? My name's Brenner. This is my channel, Mr. Liquor Sipper, and today we're going to be going over something to me that I've been seeking for some time. Old Forester Statesman. Let's find out, is it worth the money that you're willing to spend, or not worth the money that you're willing to spend, or is it worth anything at all? Let's find out. Alright guys, what's up? So if you have not yet and you like the content that I'm doing, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, multiply and divide button, and then also the subscription button, and don't forget to tell your friends, your homies, and your enemies. Now, without further ado, the classification of this beautiful Old Forester bottle is it's your good old straight bourbon, because you know we like things Americana around here. The company comes from Brown-Forman, excuse me. The Brown-Forman Company, distilled by Old Forester Distilling Company, and the release date was July 2017. Alright, so a quick fact about this Old Forester Statesman. The Old Forester is owned by Brown-Forman, co-founded by Garvin Brown and his friend George Foreman. Not that George Foreman, okay, so don't get it confused. It knocks out the fat. Dude, this shit will knock you the out. Alright, we got Brown-Forman is now one of the world's largest spirit companies, owning many of the major spirit brands. And I'm talking about the Jack Daniels, the Woodford Reserves, basically the who is and who was of whiskey and bourbon. So this on the bottle says that it comes in at a 95 proof with a 47.5% alcohol by volume. The age is NAS, so we don't know exactly, but it is supposed that it could be up to 5 years, but no less than 4 years. This is a bourbon after all. Okay, so this mash bill is 72% corn, 18% rye, and 10% malted barley. The price point at this time frame in my life, in your life, in our life, in 2022, even though I bought this bottle in 2021, was roughly 55 bucks. So if you're going out to search for this bottle, I can tell you 55 bucks is what's going to do it for you as far as purchase price. There is a couple other ones. The reason why I'm so excited about this Old Forester bottle is because I love, and I can guarantee you that anyone that is in the whiskey can tell you that the 1910 and 1920 Old Forester are two of the most prominent bottles that they're probably going to keep in their collection or keep on hand, because it is you got the 1920. To me, this is to me, so don't be offended, but to me the 1920 is more flavorful. And though, if I'm not mistaken, I think the 1910, it has a higher proof. The higher proof actually, for whatever reason, is a little bit smoother than the 1920. I may have got that mixed up. Let me know in the comments. That being said, what is your favorite Old Forester? Let me know in the comments as that as well. Is this gonna be my new favorite one? I don't know. I almost hit myself in the face and knocked myself out with the Old Forester bottle. That's pretty cool. Has that ever been done on camera? I don't know. So real quick, a quick rundown of a little bit of information or background on this Old Forester Statesman. The Old Forester Statesman was originally released as a tie-in with the 2017 movie Kingsman, The Gold Circle. So if you guys are familiar with that movie, I think Channing Tatum may have been in that movie if I'm not mistaken. And then where other mini tie-ins, often limited time offerings, this particular Old Forester, this is something that's going to be timeless. So they're keeping this on their lineup. It's not going away anytime soon. Like I said, it's been since 2017 that this bottle was originated. So here it is in 2022 January, so it's still here and they're keeping it. So it's a permanent line of expression. There's no age statement of bourbon, and as I said earlier, during the release time frame, it's said to have been up to 5 years or just under 5 years as far as the aging. And according to Old Forester's website, the Statesman is a blend of hand-selected casks from the warmest places in their warehouse, because I guess the heat itself has something to do with how this bottle is actually aged and how it's going to taste. So obviously you got a few different factors with weather and stuff like that, your humidity, your climate change, your elevation. These are all things that are subject to the change within the whiskey itself. So if you guys didn't know. So real quick, so I've never tasted this bottle. As you guys know, I don't understand how people can do reviews when they've already fucking tasted the goddamn bottle. So how can you have a biased opinion about something when you've already tasted it? No one's ever seen you taste it. This is brand new. I've never tasted it. I guess the only way you know is if you can take my word, and that's it. So I'm opening this bottle for the first time. We're going to crack this guy open and we're going to sniff it, smell it, taste it, regurgitate it. Hopefully not, because if it is regurgitated, it may not be a very good bottle. All right, so we crack this mother flipper open. So the bottle, there's not a lot of difference between the 1910, 1920, and the other differences amongst these Old Forester bottles specifically, other than, as far as I know, the Old Forester Birthday Bourbon, which I have not been able to get my hands on yet. I would love to. So we're gonna pour ourselves a little bottle here, or I'm sorry, a little glass here, about a 2-ounce pour. All right, and we're gonna see if this is my new favorite whiskey, which like I said, I'm so excited about this. I've been wanting this bottle for a while. So here we go, a little twist of the nipple, a little twist. Are yours pierced or no? I've been thinking about it. Have you been thinking about it? Let me know in the comments. I bet you've been thinking about it. Fucking freaks. Alright, we cannot proceed without giving you what you need. It is time for Nosing for Newbies! And just to get one thing right, so you guys know out there, some stuff I say may come across as offensive. And let me just tell you, I don't care, because, you know, nowadays comedians can't even have jobs without getting scrutinized and thrown under the bus for their type of humor. But I can tell you right now that this smells like the last shit Betty White took, so basically a 100-year-old dump. I also get subtle hints of a bachelor party gone wrong, with some residual smells of a strip club broom closet. It smells like old dirty mops that were never replaced. It smells like George Washington's gooch and genitalia. Your genitalia! It smells like the adventures of a Navy seaman's sock drawer. That's not a jab at Navy guys. It's just saying us guys possibly have a seaman's sock drawer. They all tell a story. Okay, let me slow my roll, as the good old Rock says. As the good old Dwayne Johnson. Dwayne's Johnson? Okay, no, seriously, so to the nose. To the nose, I get, it's more of a bright, sweet, clear, clean aroma. And it has, some slight bits of some cherry. Like, I feel like some diced up cherries was in this, and a little bit of brown sugar with vanilla. Smells like a slight sugar cookie. You guys want some cookies? And maybe a little bit of seasoned oak on this bad boy. But I can smell, it smells, okay, so it's a 95 proof, but it smells like it's 100 proof. Is there a way to distinguish that? I think after time there is. So let's go straight to the palate. Let's see what we got. Man, these guys, I feel like it's weird to even do reviews at this point, because I feel like whiskey distilling has just become such a magnificent art that everyone just must be good at it. I get the impression of some sweet fruity flavors. So almost to the scent that I said I smell cherries, I taste a little bit of cherries. I taste a little bit of the sugar. There's a little bit of the cocoa inside of this, and then oddly enough, there's some banana. So let me tell you, there's this bottle that I actually got hazed on, scatterbrained with this chocolate banana. This is like that except for the grown-up version. That bottle was 17 bucks. Which, you know, it's an entry-level type whiskey, if that's really what you want to call it. Like I said, that I used that term loosely in one of the other videos. This one has that banana caramel combination, and then it's just, there's a lot of complex flavors that is into this. So I can tell you, look, I don't even have to go into this very specific. I can tell you that this bottle is worth every penny. The 1910, the 1920, and your good old regular Old Foresters are all good. This Statesman is something specific. I think it's a little bit different because it adds a little bit of that chocolate flavor. Me and Jenny went together like peas and carrots again. You want some chocolate? Get some chocolate in this. A little dab, just the tight subtleties of that dark deep chocolate that's in there. I believe it is a dark chocolate. A little bit of the cherry, I think, really sets it off. It's elegant. It sips nicely. It's smooth. You can't go wrong with Old Forester. If you ever walk past an Old Forester inside of any type of Wine and More, Total Wine, Specs, whatever your typical places that you walk into, if you walk past this, you get slapped in the face because there's something wrong with you. If you walk in there, I've seen so many people walk into Specs and they walk right past all these great bottles and they go straight for the Jack Daniels or the Jim Beam, or you know, it's just your typical bottles. Dude, you're 55. You might be 60. I don't know, grow up. There's so many different whiskeys that are out there. That's another reason why I did this. I hated whiskey. I want to do a review on 101 on, if you know what it is. So all I'm telling you is, I'm telling you this right now. If you pass up this, you're passing up on an experience, because this is really cool. And like I said, this is another bottle, like some of my other previous bottles, that is not specifically allocated. The Statesman is something that's actually good, and I don't know how long it's gonna last in this house, because even my wife likes to sip on a little bit of whiskey. So that being said, is this a sip it or a toss it? This is a sip it. I appreciate you guys for joining me, tuning in. If you guys are interested in picking up some gear that is bourbon, I say gear, it's a couple of different shirts, a couple of different hats. We got some hats that say sipping on it. We got Bourbon Drowns Burdens, one of my favorite shirts. I'm actually waiting to get it because yeah, we got hats, we got shirts that we are connecting to our company called Prevail and Conquer. So if you go to prevailandconquer.com, you can check out and see what is readily available right now. We will have new designs that are coming out relatively every month. Doing things a little bit different than we did last year. Last year we did some crazy stuff where it was like almost every 2 weeks we're coming out with stuff. But I appreciate all you guys watching. I appreciate you guys coming in and supporting what we're doing here for Mr. Liquor Sipper. And until next time, cheers and keep on sipping.